Hey, howdy hi. We're back to MORIMENS with more men. Last time I was playing this, lightning struck my internet line and fried my motherboard. And before that, I thought I'd have time to, like, finish Chapter 5 and... you know. But I didn't. I doubt I'll finish it today. Okay, so we have a... new character, Karabu. Saccharine Facade. She's a cute clown. Alright, let's see. Deal damage, gain shield. Gains 25% of her base alias. After using Crimson Furnace, the next Miracle Blessing costs 3 less Arithmetica. Each Discover option is upgraded to a set that contains 1 more Blessing card. Choose 1 set to shuffle into your draw pile. Miracle Blessing is this card. Gain 19 gain some shield. Discover Blessing cards with 2 different prices. Choose 1 to place in your draw pile. Blessing's a buff card with cost 1. As Retain, Prepare, and Exhaust. When played, gain a gift with a price and 1 stack of offering. Real Russian nesting doll of a card here. 7 types of effects to gifts, including draw 8 cards, gain 6 Arithmetica, gain Key Flare, all Awakeners gain fixed alias, gain Strength, temporarily reduce all enemy strength, temporarily increase damage amp. Offering. You're part of the Blessing. Can be consumed by Karabu's Exalt for a buff, stack up to 5 times, persists across battles. Discover, generate random options to choose from. Price. Mischance. Delays the associated gift effect by 2 turns. Gilded Words. Reduce the associated gift effect by half. Veiled Malice. Inflict a random negative effect on your team, which could be 2 turns of Weakness, Fragile, or Blighten. 1% of your max HP and poison stacks, 2 stacks of Void, a stack of Stagnation on 2 random cards, or 2 temporary symptom cards which do not persist. Okay. Snowy Hex. Deal a bunch of fixed damage to the enemy with the highest HP, apply 2 turns of weakness. Alright, and Devour. Gain a stack of Satiety. Hell's Satiety. Increase max HP by 10% of Karabu's Con. Max 50 stacks. Okay, so at 55, you could have 5 times her Constitution, max HP. You could have a lot of max HP with her if a fight goes on. Max stacks, excess stacks instead heal for triple that amount of HP. Ah. Up to 10 stacks can be gained per non-boss battle. It persists between battles. Okay, she might actually be pretty good for some of that long-form stuff. And she inflicts corrosion. Dispel burn from all the cards in your hand, gain some shield. Deal damage 3 times. Each stack of Satiety increases Exalt base damage and shield generation 2%. Consume all offering stacks. Each stack increases Exalt hit count by 1. Converts into an equal number of stacks of Satiety. She seems cool. What's her Enlightens do? Snowy Hex has 30% more fixed damage and grants some alias. For every point of Realm Mastery provided by Karabu and her Covenant, Wheel of Death, her Wheel of Destiny and Covenant, it deals even more fixed damage and grants even more alias. Alright, Realm Mastery scaling. Tenfold right. Every 7th time Karabu plays Strike or Defense, gain a stack of Offering. Discover 2 Blessing cards with different prices. Then choose 1 to add to your hand. Okay. Threefold Vow. Her Exalt damage hits count +2. Alright, so it's 5 times instead of 3. Which is quite strong. Max HP bonus from each stack of Satiety is up 50%. Okay, so it's 15% of her con instead of 10% per stack. Exalt base damage and shield generation up 50%. Huh? Okay, her over Exalt. Discover 2 sets of blessing cards with different gifts. Each set contains 2 cards. Choose 1 set to add to hand. Permanently reduce all enemy strength 9% of power boost defense. Oh. And Absolute Axiom, which you'll never see. Rouse Tempting Honey Fruit is enhanced, of course. Using Crimson Furnace, the next Miracle Blessing discovers an additional blessing card per set. For playing a blessing card, Embryo Fusion plus 10. This fusion goes off the screen and I can't fix it. She seems cool. Seems like good support who... There's some amount of randomness to what blessing you're getting, but she starts upping your max HP, which is really strong. Yeah, what's her Wheel of Destiny do? Base shield generated by the wielder's Exalt, plus 22%, fair. After the wielder plays a command card that inflicts weakness, base shield generation by the next equipment command card, plus 22%, cannot stack. When using Crimson Furnace, draw the wielder's skill card with the highest Arithmetica cost. Embryo Fusion plus 22%, 3-turn cooldown. Okay. She really wants you to be using your Embryo Fusion. It's very interesting. She doesn't have a story tied to her here, just... fights. Which is fine. Do us one of these fights. Looking at some of these. Alright. Investigation begin. Okay, the singer. Okay. Just a card that it'll either fuck you over or help you. This already looks like it's going to be annoying to do. This just for the Alienus, and this for the Tentacle. Slap, slap, slap. Oh, lost all my key flare. Cool. It was gonna be one or the other. Gain Alienus this turn, I guess. Inflict a little bit of poison. Song echoes through the universe. Can you hear it, sis? Moo! Gained that time. Fun. Get very, very poisoned. Oh, look at this. I have stagnation. Hate that. Let's just... There we go. Not stagnant no more. Let me wait till next turn for that. My whole hand have permanent retain. I seem to not be discarding cards. When I'd really rather I did. Oh, lost Alienus that time. Poison, poison, poison. Madness, infection. Become nothing. Super double poisoned. So much poison. There we go. Now I just need to focus on not dying, and yeah, it'll get her eventually. Do this. I healed. Cool. Rather you not do that much damage. That's easier to handle. Tentacles. Gain or lose? Lose. Silent fealty. Key flare rouse. Flap. Poison's getting you, slowly but surely. Got a bunch of key flare. Wait, hang on. Hand was almost full. That would have been bad. I think I need that one. I think I need to be drowning deep in my sea of loathing. That lets me do this. Could have done this first. Probably should have too. And the poison will get her. Go ahead, do your starlight thing. Didn't hurt. 12,000 damage. Vulnerability stacks with poison. Ain't that fun? Okay. Gets me some achievements. Serene Truth. What does this do? After the wielder plays a command card that inflicts weakness, base shield generated by the next equipment command card plus 22%. Okay, it's a weaker version of what she's already got on. That's interesting. Barry's Rituals. Bunch of rolling. What? What is this about? After school hours. Ah yes, gift from Mythag. Oh yeah, her Awakener trial. Let's play with her a little bit. I think I understand how she works, at least in theory. Claims the title of Fairy Godmother. She looks neat. Now, let's see. She just has 300 stacks of strength. Okay, gain 6 Arithmetica or fixed Aliamus. Could trigger Gilded Words or Veiled Malice. Gilded Words, half effect. Veiled Malice is double RNG. Mischance to delay it, or half effect. Yeah, Tender Bliss. Because it's still worth it there. Screw you. Ouchies. Alright, got our offering at least. Be weak. Be of guilt. Too sorry and grant them a stack of barrier. Ah. Alright. Damage amp or... I guess... card. I don't need any more shield, I just slap. Some staggers. Draw 4 cards, sure. Ta-da! It's a fairy tale! Both of these are terrible, but do what I can do. Get that out of hand. About to take some damage, but that'll be probably okay. Guess just pick the things that I think will work. Just hope they'll work, and that's all I need to be doing. Get a heal. It's the fairy! The fact it does its damage multiple times is what keeps that working. Fixed damage works too. And she seems quite good at staying alive. If you were in like a full Karo team that could stack up Crimson Furnace very quickly. She's not building it that fast is the one issue. And this fixed damage is quite nice. With the corrosion, too. I don't know if I'd have a... should probably work well with Saya, actually. So maybe there's a place for her in the team. Maybe she's someone I need to be looking into, picking up. But... at the same time... who knows? She is limited, Astral Rain. The one I'm trying to save for, but she's not coming back anytime soon, apparently. I don't know. Anyway, let's try to do some story. Seem to have unlocked everything except this I gotta get way deeper in to do. Nothing in here I haven't unlocked. Nothing in here I haven't unlocked. Nothing in here I haven't unlocked. And I gotta get through main story 7 to get into Reproduction Frenzy. So for now, I just can't do anything else with my Verges. The Indulgent. That which traverses the many seas includes not only enemies, but also perhaps a glimmer of hope. Ramona Time-Worn cannot participate in this investigation. Interesting. Why? But standard theme. The Indulgent. Water poured endlessly into your body. Nostrils, ears, throat, eyes, every orifice in your upper body filled with sea fodder. Sea fodder? Sea water. Your blood reacted with the seawater in some way. Cells expelled from your frame, replaced by what seemed like coarse salt and grit flowing through your veins. They scraped your body and soul from within. Your lungs brimmed with liquid. As your body sank, consciousness fading. Worries for your partner squeezed out by pain and suffocation. Ripples stirred the sea surface, crashing against your eardrums. You struggled to open your eyes. Something dove beneath the waves, silhouetted against the light. Wrapped nimbly around your waist, like seaweed. No, not seaweed. Some soft yet incredibly tough muscle. Like a tentacle? Swish. Nothing but net. Just chuck you straight into a fishing net. The elongated muscle dragged you upward. Pink light from the domain's sky entered your vision, followed by the beams of the lower deck, and the flickering electric lamps in the cabin. Finally, a face both familiar and strange. Dry air mixed with seawater lingering in your windpipe, irritating your respiratory tract like never before. Muscles spasmed, unleashing uncontrollable coughs. The green-haired boy furrowed his brow slightly. Under his control, tentacles wrapped around you once more, then... I mean, why are they putting him in a silhouette like I don't know who this is? You revealed this earlier. Like, I feel like the Amnesia plot in a minute, where they start it off in medias res and then go back to this. I feel like that's not working. Tentacles contracted with precise force several times, expelling seawater and small fish from your throat. Thank you. No need for thanks. Your voice is too loud. It'll draw the other seafarers. I mean, for pulling me out of the sea. Though becoming an awakener was not my wish, Mythag University did end my millennia-long slumber. By reason and sentiment, I won't abandon a keeper to death. But you shouldn't be here, right? Our roster for this investigation only includes me and Ramona. Without approval from the field operations leader, and unlinked by an investigator, Awakeners aren't allowed beyond Mythag's boundaries. I thought you knew that. Awakener Tulu, file number 6291, codename Slumbering Sovereign. You know, those so-called rules at Mythag University mean nothing to me. No, I don't. We haven't spoken yet. And don't use that foolish codename on me. It is weird, because I don't think you've ever used that codename before. Any codename, for any character, in fact. Tulu. Not one of those rigid types from the committee. To me, Awakeners aren't beasts to shackle. My concern is you're not on the field mission list, unlinked by anyone. Stray too far from Mythag's black pool for too long and you'll slip into frenzy. No matter. I won't be ruled by so-called instincts. The Awakener retained his boyish form, yet every word and gesture carried the authority of a superior. A mere fleeting glance sufficed to make one's hair stand on end. I just want to know what you're doing here. You slumber year-round, not even stirring for the anomaly at the key bestowal ceremony. If you risk losing your sanity to come here, whatever happened, it must mean a lot to you. Everything unfolding here stems from me. As for the details, they're none of your concern. Really? None of my concern, even when Ramona and I crossed paths with that woman Miriam. You could barely show up to help. I owe you no explanation, but if necessary, I'll lend aid. Tulu's tight-lipped stance nearly ignited your anger. Reality preserved your reason. Your hands clenched, then relaxed yet again. After a few deep breaths, you finally turned to the Awakener boy before you. Ramona's in the seafarer's hands. Tulu, I need your help. Tulu lifted his head, gazing into your eyes for a long moment, as if brewing words of refusal. Just as his lips twitched, ready to utter a reply, a girl's piercing scream echoed from the cabin depths. Ramona, let's go. We don't know how many seafarers are aboard. Rushing in unprepared is truly foolish. Foolish? If, as you say, you won't abandon a keeper to death... Tulu, I'm about to walk to my doom. Ah, rat bastard the keeper, huh? Tulu cradled his head without reply. As you turned to dash deeper into the cabin, you caught the boy's faint, almost imperceptible sigh. Yes. Rat bastard. I'm not gonna leave you to die. I don't feel like helping you, though. Alright, I'll just rush to my death then. You sick son of a... Rite of surrogacy. With a sigh, Tulu catches up. Heavy, icy limbs hook onto you, quelling your urge to charge into the enemy ranks. I'll be your aid, but only for now. Except Tulu's health. Storm of Gnosis surrounds Tulu. Exchange a glance with him and step into the darkness one after another. Emissary's verdict. Lose 10% of current HP, causing Divine Limb to deal 3 times damage to back row enemies, 10 times damage in boss battles. That's... okay. Could be make sure I have 2 relics at the end of this. What was this? Turn end... oh! Divine Limb, which is basically second tentacle set. I can work with that. I don't really need to curse this turn. Yeah, do damage, but I guess I could have done it to deal my tentacle damage faster. Speaking of tentacles, Dominion. The moment you touch the ship's railing, memories that weren't yours flood your mind. People dressed her in a pure white gown, adorned her with elegant jewelry, placed her on a high altar. Townsfolk knelt and bowed at her feet. Their eyes were filled with hope. Sailors wished for her protection during voyages. Fishermen hoped for a calm fishing season. And other townspeople desired a year of smooth sailing. Among the kneeling crowd were her childhood friends and her close family. She didn't want anything. She didn't know what she wanted. Passively responding to prayers seemed to be her only purpose in life. Fear for her. She should be the one shedding tears. No one has more right to cry than her. But why isn't she crying? Why does she remain aloof, as if those people aren't kneeling before her? Get weakness and a silver relic. Let's see. Relic price is reduced. That's not bad. Yeah, I'll take a silver tongue. Oh, hey, look, the final battle. Curse you? Slap. I saw you. Weakness. How many men you got? Quite a few. Hey, Ruka. Isn't that gacha game I've been telling you about that I like? I'm sure you figured that out. This card game with a lot of cool, unique mechanics. I don't want any of these. Lurked a couple times before you. Ah, fair enough. Mirror, having more of her cards isn't bad, because that means you can build her thing fast. Yeah, Mirror's fine on that. Pick up Soul Blight. Wall. I guess that's better than not doing anything. The new character out just today, I think. She's like a clown who says she's a fairy godmother. Very interesting. Ooh. Berserk. Always good. Keys. There we go. Hysteria do again? No hysterias. This is one of them gotchas, see most of them where it's all just ladies. No, there are actually quite a few male characters. It's just my current team happens to be all ladies. It's still mostly ladies because they know who they're working for here. Like, there's a good chunk of male characters, including one of the most recent. Silver. That got me from having to go into an illusion. D-Mark. Alright, what we got? Siren's Tier and Arcana Archive. I'll take the Siren's Tier, it's okay. Rouse there. Level's actually pretty short. Over there! Divine Mother. Several seafarers formed a circle, surrounding a corner of the cabin. They chanted in grating tones, nearly drowning the girl's sobs. Stay away from me. Don't even think of dragging me back. That's not Ramona. Seafarer leader prostrated reverently before the girl, while others gripped her limbs with webbed palms. Gross. The leader rose abruptly. Only then did you see that beneath her veil writhed several dancing snakeheads, utterly bizarre. The snake-headed one traced odd runes on the floor, then accepted a sack from a seafarer. A nauseating stench emanated from within. Yeah. Fangs tore a gash in the sack. Rotten viscera spilled like sardines, landing squarely on the runes. Putrid odor instantly permeated the cabin. Ah, gross. You have to do that here. What are you doing? You don't have the right to lay hands on me. Let me see Miriam if you dare. Miriam. That's the woman's name. This girl knows the leader. Why are these seafarers hunting her? Yeah. Before you could sort it out, thick tentacles grazed your shoulder, lunging fiercely at the serpentine seafarer. The latter was caught off guard, but quickly reacted, hissing with forked tongue as it tangled with two loose tentacles. Tangled with two loose tentacles. That is a superhero level of alliteration. Tangle with two loose terrible tentacles. The more cards you have left, the weaker the enemy's attack. Keep more cards to weaken their assault. Sure enough. Owie. Okay, that's not a permanent thing, but... if I do it like this... Madness infection. Them cards. I can just kill this turn, actually. Quite handily, in fact. Yep. I am severely overleveled because I spent like 2 months straight not doing stories, just doing so many side stories because they kept having events. Tentacles smashed down heavily. Seafarer's body crumpled into fragments, yet miraculously spared the girl's spot. Tulu retracted his limbs, eyeing the gray-green and red-white slurry upon them. Disgust flickered on his face, vanishing as he discreetly wiped the filth on the deck. Just wiping it off like a booger. Yeah. Gross. Girl clutched her wrist, breathing heavily, looking utterly shaken. You okay? Stay back. You took but half a step forward, and the girl shouted tensely, her eyes brimming with wariness. Seeing this, you halted, raising your hands to show harmlessness. Don't be scared. Not bad guys. Not for us, that snake-faced creep would have used you in some ritual, right? Ah, speaking of rituals, did they hurt you, miss? Clutching your wrist, is it sprained? I'm no miss, I have a name. Murphy. Call me Murphy. Murphy, you've had first aid training. Mind if I check your hand? The girl eyed you hesitantly, but ultimately allowed your approach, extending one hand. You gently held her hand, pushing up her sleeve. She wore thick winter clothes. Aside from slight redness from tugging, no other injuries showed. Probably a minor strain. Rest for a few days and it'll be fine. Sensing Murphy's mood ease slightly, you bypass the injury, suddenly gripping her upper arm firmly. What are you doing? You know the Seafarers' leader Miriam, yet they're hunting you. Murphy, who are you really? I... Surprised the Keeper doesn't recognize her. He was seeing the memories of someone who met Murphy. I suppose it was one person in one memory, and it was kind of presented like a dream, so he might not even remember it that well. Yeah, that's probably pretty reasonable. Plus, it was like over a month ago at this point. That was when Tulu finished inspecting the runes and joined the conversation. That rune is a seafarer hypnosis ritual. Those guys wanted her asleep to avoid complications. Before Tulu finished, Murphy's face turned ashen. Her kicking and biting struggles against you ceased, as if pondering something. Murphy? Thud. Agonizing pain struck your forehead. The impact spun your world. Murphy seized the chance to break free, clutching her head as she fled deeper into the cabin. He knew you weren't good people. Wait, hear me out. Murphy clearly ignored your feeble plea. Her figure soon vanished around the corner. Tulu, why didn't you stop her? Don't look at me like that. I hadn't anticipated her head being so hard. Don't look at me. I didn't think she was gonna do that. He wasn't being lazy. He genuinely didn't think that was gonna happen. Ah, son of a bitch. I didn't gain enough orisons that time around. Could have bought an orison. Whatever, I'm still getting my stars, which means I'm getting my silver. I can resonate. Divine Limb effect, right. Divine Limb increased damage 2% of max HP for each enemy killed, up to 5 stacks. Okay. Some next stuff. Whenever an Awakener uses Exalt, Divine Limb will make an additional attack at turn end. Cool. Keeper uses the Posse. Attacks made by Divine Limb at turn end will target all enemies. Both cool. Let's quick run through that again. But this time I'll pick up the orisons it wanted me to grab. Yeah, I can kill in one turn anyway. Might as well. Ooh. Might. Always good. Might is right. Let's try Pray to her. Engraven Orison. Alright, cool. Burst on Self-Destruct might not be bad. Drain on Deep Currents is kind of blah. Slap, slap, slap. Ooh, computation on Deep Currents. Nice. So it's now always free, essentially. Don't think I can pull that off again, but... if I can, it'd be mad funny. Yes, I can pull it off again. Underestimate how overleveled I am for this. Ooh, Dominion on zero cost, always good. Let's just rouse drowning. I didn't need healing last time anyway. Graven Orison. Catalyst is always good. Already got the hidden silver. I don't need Abyss Link. Ogre Agate is good. Put vulnerable on this, why not? You crave more men? I know you do, Bathwater. Just not play anything, so this doesn't tear me open so much. Yeah, super mega poisoned. And then the poison will kill you. 2 turned. Oh no, I got poisoned. Whatever will I do? Hang on, did I do that in the wrong level? 5-4 is where I'm supposed to get a bunch of Orisons, dang it. I'm sure I can do it. This is... Again, I'm wildly overleveled. This is easy. Can't kill this turn, so block as much as I can and build up as much energy as I can. Hi, by the way, Bathwater. I don't remember if I said that. Hi. There we go. Sometimes you just need some elation. Computation on this is actually quite nice. Seek help. Dang it, that gets me a silver relic. Honey Dink is good. Get Bastion on Silent Fealty. Suddenly makes it really good. Not even taking any damage this turn. Paranoia is just kind of a death draw as its problem. Slap, slap, slap. SOS signal is okay. Drowning up in here. The way I'm killing turn 1 this time. At least put out a little poison. Kill this sea creature in the back. Or it disappeared before that happened. That's also fine. Don't wade through just yet. This'll Obsession. Get Advanced Finesse. On this, actually, is really good. And Delusions is actually one I like. Alright, I have enough Orisons. You pick up Deep Currents and Drowning, and grab Delusions for the Arithmetica. Grab Yamil. Infect you with the madness. I wonder if we're infecting ourselves with the madness, is what that's meant to imply. Hey, look at that. Got through his first phase in the first turn. Let's just get him very poisoned. There. And with that amount of poison, 1 turn kill. Nice metamorphose body. Immediately turns into dust. There we go. Wanted my silver. It's mine. I deserve it. They turn it into gacha stuff. And here's our new character, Karabu. Says she's a fairy godmother. And here's a guy. Dorasane. There's others. It's definitely mostly ladies. Here's Kaikus, Tulu, Goliath, Ogier, Hameln. Those are all the guys I have. There's also Pontos, Dorasane, Pikmin, Castor, and Pollux. When will you be on rate up so I can have my Poison Karo team? Hey, the timed gift box resets in like half an hour. How many of these could I get? A lot. Actually challenge the low-level one with my very off team I have somewhere. Here it is. This is just so I can get achievements for using all the types. Key flare? Yay, key flare. Rouse. And I forgot my hand was full. Dang it. Just poison you. Oh, look, more key flare. And I'm just permanently retaining my hand as well. It's fine, I've almost won. Yep, lost. Poison, poison, and now you'll die from poison. Bye. There we go. Realm achievements. That's fine. Can't spend the other types yet because it's the first day of it. 3 hours I can do that one. 3 hours in a day I can do the third. Until then... oh well. Alright, 5-6 Apostle. Apostle of the Seas. Let me check what the achievements are for this one. Win within 10 turns, easy. Carry at least one cursed relic. Okay. That's the one thing I need to look out for. Make sure I'm carrying a cursed relic when I go in. Okay, I can't have Ramona at all, is what it's saying. No Ramona, Time Worn, or otherwise. Plot. Murphy, stop running. We aren't bad people. Like any bad guy would admit they're bad. Point taken. It's even figured out the rune's purpose, and you still claim you're not with the Seafarers? It's an incantation written in ancient Lemurian. Anyone versed in Lemurian would read the rune without issue. You do realize Lemuria was a civilization lost before human history even began, don't you? Even at Mythag, there are only a handful of papers on Lemuria. Meh. Just hurry up. Lemuria in, like, Lovecraftian mythos is basically Atlantis on steroids, if you're curious. Where they're kind of borrowing for this setting. Except to lose help. Fight time. Just kill that guy in the back outright. Great a little HP for a murder. And what we got? Ooh, Might on Silent Fealty. Yay. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Seafarers should have been barred by the Sonanil's domain. Now for this creepy little black-caped weirdo, I could have slipped away to the new continent without a worry. But it took down so many seafarers. Would they actually be telling the truth? Well, at least she's, like, acknowledging it's a possibility. I need to get over there somehow. Ooh, a Divine Oracle. There we go. Dominion on Fate's Descent is okay. Event. So much happened this night. Dock Assault, the Ghost Freighter, the Seafarer, Tulu, Murphy, Ramona. Everything swirling in a vortex, churned into the 7 a.m. oatmeal at Miss Ag's restaurant. I want to ask the Awakener in front of you, but didn't know how to start. Feeling a lump in your throat? Feeling a lump in your throat. Or butterflies in your stomach. Advanced vulnerable for hallucinations. Do not like hallucinations. Principle of Aesthetics for blind obedience. I'll just take the sigils. I'm not into any of those. Rusted keys. An elite. I need to take a cursed relic off this guy. Not the great opener. Obviously, I'm so overleveled it doesn't matter, but... The Mark of Abyss on that. Funny. That combo always does nicely. Give me a little heal off that, and then Tentacles finish. Alright, ooh, Sacred Agony. Sacred Agony is so good. I would have taken that anyways. But when did Miriam start pulling these tricks? Sending people to lure me back? That's not her style. Murphy, you there? You guys are relentless. Jesus. Rouse, want to drown deep in our sea of loathing. Divine Oracle. I love rousing. Come back for more rouses if I need to. More realm mastery per rouse is good. This is actually one way, so I'll go ahead and buy that rouse now. So plus 70 realm mastery. That'll be fine. Yeah, just kill him. So many tentacles. Finesse on that, Disapplying 2 turns of weakness is pretty good. What do we got? Mythag Insignia. Solar Disc. Solar Disc is useless. The Searchlight. And my free silver of the level. Just take the max HP. I don't want any of that other crap. Rouse you. Over here. Rouse you. One blink and she's gone. Looking like this is hopeless. Maybe we should find Ramona first. No, we can't let her go. I mean, she might hold the key to unraveling the Seafarer's mystery. Judging by how well she knows them, she must be aware of their goals. Alright, I'll try spirit tracing to find her. My first time tracking a human with it, can't guarantee it'll work. Highest alert. Ishmael! Sure, I'll call you that. All of these, and I already draw it, I guess? Just take this then.
絶対に祖国へ帰る。この暗流は敵を引き裂く。これで好きに上がれ。
Just for maximum tentacles, we'll go ahead and drop the terminal. And then... yeah, this is gonna kill him. You ready to get slapped a bunch? Poisonous tentacles, baby! You and Tulu ducked into a hidden nook. He stood guard while you plunged into the dreamlike spirit realm. The familiar drowning sensation ebbed away. An intangible wind surged through your mind. You open your eyes. The spirit realm struck you as both familiar and, oddly, unfamiliar. A ship. A white sailing vessel bobbed at the horizon's edge. Pristine. Fragile. Alien. Must be because the Sona Nil's in a special domain. Especially warping the spirit realm. Myriad glowing motes swirled around the ship, like stumbling into a summer woodland pond with frog croaks rising and falling like drumbeats. Each seafarer carried their own distinct imprint. Stay calm, stay calm. Tulu's the closest to me. Ramona's the one I'm linked to. In the gloom, a handful of light sources gleamed brightly. Chasing them proved futile. Seafarers' presences walled off your mind like an iron barrier. Move. Get out of the way. Ordinary humans manifested faintly in the spirit realm. Not this swarm of seafarers spawning Murphy on a ghost ship should have been straightforward. Your mental tendrils fumbled through the seafarer cluster, clumsily shoving aside one mote after another. Murphy's mind, which one's hers? As you silently chanted Murphy's name, an ethereal female voice suddenly tuned into your wavelength. Oh dear. When you opened your eyes again, the spirit realm had twisted into an entirely different vista. At the horizon's end, a warped, skewed city erupted from the ground. The chaotic mental clamor no longer plagued you. Utter silence prevailed, broken only by a lone, dim light radiating ceaseless cold. Who is this? Lady Miriam. Those expedition teams wrecked the Elworth altar. The assignment's passed and the thing we awakened. Lady Miriam. This is Miriam's spirit realm? There's no divine mother fit to birth our lord. Nothing but a killing machine. No matter. We'll just await the next stellar alignment. I've endured 5,000 cycles. What's one more turn? Tell the Church of the Lightbearers to remove that flawed specimen. Yes. The new vessel for birthing our lord. What now? Can you say the current vessel, corrupted by dissolution, couldn't hold out another 25 years? We can't see the dissolution, but the vessel's weakening. Plain to everyone. The new Divine Mother. Miriam lowered her gaze to the girl napping by the pool's edge. In the dim polar ice cavern, the girl's pink hair shone vividly, brimming with vitality. Encircled by cultists, she cradled the sleeping girl. Barefoot, she ascended to the altar's pinnacle, toward the frigid stone throne embodying utmost honor. Savoring the human warmth for a prolonged silence, she spoke softly yet audibly to all. The new Divine Mother has already been granted by the heavens. Murmurs burst forth among the prostrate cultists. Murphy? The Divine Maiden? But isn't she... Yeah, she's Lady Miriam's adopted daughter. Even if the Church of the Lightbearers stopped supplying new awakening materials, surely Lady Miriam wouldn't sacrifice Murphy. What I've read about Miriam... The High Priestess being too rigid? Seafarer doctrine claims the Divine Realm fell tens of thousands of years ago. Murphy's a kid we all watched grow. High Priestess has waited millennia. What's a little more time to find a new host? Or it is, the Divine Maiden was born during the last alignment. No one's more suited, right? The babble of voices elicited no reaction from Miriam. Instead, the din roused Murphy, who stirred awake. Miss... Miriam, what's happening? Why bring me here? Miriam offered no reply, instead reaching to smooth Murphy's tousled hair. When she spoke again, her words resounded with finality. The Divine Mother has come. She shall awaken from... ushering in... Elworth Altar expedition teams. Could it be Francis? Yeah. The thought scarcely formed before an icy chill seized your nape. Serpentine glare fixed upon you, hurling you out of Miriam's spirit realm. Any luck? Found her? The irregular exit left you reeling. Steadied yourself on Tulu's tentacle. You wandered into Miriam's spirit realm. Now she knows I'm alive. Webbed feet pounded the deck, drawing nearer. Whether Miriam had reversed the trace or not, seafarers were encircling you. Hey, what are you spacing out for? Come with me! Murphy beckoned from a doorway. You and Tulu shared a look and dashed toward her lead. Miriam perched at the bridge's apex, eyes half shut, hand to her brow, appearing weary. Yo, rare sight. You looking like that? What, done playing pretend with our little princess? Ah, Goliath. Watch your words, Goliath. The Divine Mother. No mortal frame can evade the destiny I've decreed for her. So confident. Yet you haul me up here? I was in the thick of chasing that captain. The other Mythag student. He's still breathing. Eliminate him. He can't interfere with the ritual. It must unfold at this alignment. Our Lord shall be reborn this night. If I understand correctly, your Lord's already on the vessel. Like, Tulu's here.
プロのメイドがご主人様のために悪人を含む汚い
Get me my achievements. Get me all them silvers. And I'll resonate now. And what next? Envoy's verdict dispels all vulnerable, weakness, and fragile states. That's okay. While it's in hand, gain 150 key flare at turn end. Their thing to give it retain? Yep, the thing after it. Gains retain, innate, obtain a shield equal to more than a third of your max HP. Last one in boss battle, whenever the keeper uses the posse, increase the damage of Divine Limb 5% of max HP. Cool, cool, and fun. Jesus.
祖国との結びつきが一層強くなったわ。より明るくなったわ。
Get her up a bit more. Just realized that wasn't capped. To be fair, it is just upping how much shield it gives, but that's still useful. Also on that note... I get my 30 ceremonies this week. So let's do a few here. Please, Morpharos, I need her up to 3, please. Alright, this one was jack shit. Jeez. The cat found a bag, I think. Scaring the hell out of me with it. Jack shit, nothing. Nada. And for our last one, zilch. Dang it. Just reenact this once. Get some blessings. Alright. Crew member. What are my achievements this time? 10 turns, HP above half. Easy peasy. On a ship, who else is worthy of trust but the captain? I'll admit, not many. Murphy led you through the cabins, tiptoeing to evade the seafarers' patrols. Where are we headed? Somewhere safe, to find someone who can help. Isn't your partner kidnapped? I know a person who knows every inch of this ship. Find her first and have her locate your friend. Beats running around like a headless chicken, right? Speaking of which, you don't think we're bad guys anymore? Murphy shot you a glare, huffing like a cat. Not some idiot. Heard everything you and Tentacle Boy said. Pulled that mental trick to poke into Miriam's head, and now she knows you're alive. Even a dead fish on the beach could tell you're not with them. Yeah? They're actively hunting us. What is this safe place you speak of? Quit asking so much, just keep quiet and follow me. Murphy paid no mind if you and Tulu were keeping up. You deftly pushed open another hatch and slipped through with ease. As you prepared to follow, Tulu extended a tentacle, blocking the way between you and the door. Keeper, do not drop your guard around this girl. Why? Fuck do you think why? Tulu sidestepped your question with one of his own. Tell me, how do you view the seafarers? Seafarers? Webbed digits, bodies fish-like above the tailbone, retaining some intelligence. Sleek in natural forms, not like the Sculptors Association's messes. These guys always botch their experiments into horrors. Maybe their looks came from mutations after cataclysm exposure, and these fights haven't spotted any clear G-marks on them. Seafarers, like evolution's dumb joke on humanity. Revere Miriam as High Priestess, unless a tribe or a group bound by faith. Evolution's dumb joke on humanity. I appreciate your metaphor. This girl, Murphy, when we found her, seafarers prostrated around her. Given her familiarity with Miriam, she's no ordinary follower. Tell me, was Murphy present in Miriam's spirit realm? You open your mouth. But before your vocal cords vibrated, a muffled yelp and garbled noises echoed from beyond the door. That's probably not good. We should work on making that stop. Elation. Then slap the fuck out of him. Nah, I used all my energy anyway. Maybe. Ooh, Dominion. Free silver. Okay. Gaunt figure emerges from the shadow, blocking your path. Memory forever bound intrudes into the domain, proclaiming himself as N. Oh dear. The apparition tosses the chips in its hand, inviting you to join his game with a muffled whimper. Tricolored chips spread out before you. Unless you play a game with him, he seems unwilling to let you go. Let's do this. Okay, let's see. We'll do this one, because no matter the outcome, I'm okay with it. Black chip. Sacred Agony, hell yeah! I definitely preferred Sacred Agony. It's like the best relic for my build. Just all my tentacles attack twice, but I have less max tentacles. There we go. Yeah, lets me just do that, which is funny. I'll take some toxin. Rouse, let's start drowning. Give me the sigils, I don't have that many. This is a very short level. Lemurian Delight. Yeah, these are my two best relics for my tentacle team. The Void claims all. Yep.
返しです。海の恐怖に気をつけて。マリオ。すすめ、そんな朽ち果てて深海。あなたを永遠の眠りへ誘います。
And then dead. Tee-hee. A stiff boot sole stomped down hard on the dissolution mutant, splattering D-slime across the floor. Murphy lowered her swinging shovel, shaking her hand in disgust, as if flinging off the D-slime that hadn't even touched her. Huh. Good thing it wasn't a seafarer, I wouldn't have dared swing. You guys are too slow. Let's move. Hold. Hulu's tone was icy. Calling his words about the enigma surrounding Murphy, you chose silence. Though the cabins you've led us through show no seafarer traces, the deeper we go, the more mutants we encounter. You've been guiding us straight into danger. Dissolution mutants? How do you mean these monsters? Captain said the ship had some cataclysm outbreak once. Some sailors turned into freaks, but he couldn't bear to clear them out, so he locked most in the hold. Okay. Geez, you done interrogating? Murphy stomped her foot, pointing at you behind Tulu. His partner is still in seafarer hands, right? Keep dawdling and wasting time, and something happens to her? Don't blame me. Tulu glanced sideways at you for a moment, as if gauging your expression. My partner's in peril. We've been fighting non-stop. Tulu's just on edge. Hope you don't mind our rudeness. Please lead us to the captain. To someone who can help find Ramona.
みんなが喜ぶかしら?
Silver and silver and silver and silver. Final battle in 12 turns, 500 damage in 1 turn in an elite battle. Well, that's not going to be too hard for me. Madman's Cleaver. One sec while I take a sip of water. It was the colossal blade of one who intended to cleave the ocean. It was the ambition of one who intended to subjugate all seas. Weird. I remember the captain saying to head toward the engine room if there's trouble. Murphy. Shush, you're interrupting my thinking. You kept quiet on interrupting Murphy's thinking. You knew you had to stop her from thinking any further. Under Murphy's lead, your trio reached the hold's end. Ahead loomed a cold steel bulkhead. Only an upward staircase. No way forward. There's a deck plan on the wall. What's that supposed to mean? You doubting my memory? Said I can find it, so I can. Captain's gotta be this way. Partner's waiting for our help. Please, Lady Murphy, check the plan. Murphy stomped hard, reluctantly leaning in to examine the bulkhead's deck plan. Let me see. To reach the engine room, we must take these stairs up to the main deck. Yeah, I remember now. The engine room's sealed tight, with only one way in and out. It's safer. We'll have to head back to the deck. Mona and I got ambushed by seafarers up there. Deck's probably crawling with patrols. Must be careful. Avoid fights if possible. Blot. Hatch creaked open a crack, dazzling light pouring into the dim hold. Without the distant prowling seafarers, the Sonanil might truly have been a secluded utopia. But they're here, so it's not.
あなたをがっかりはさせないわ。降臨せよ。
And that'll work. This for the Aliamus. And what do we got? Temporary strength down on something that already applies weakness is usually good. Having both of those effects is good. I'll take an epilepsy. But I don't need mania. Because it's just... giving up a little bit of health to draw some cards is good. Slap, slap. Dominion. Got us our rusty keys already. Got our awakening. Hierophant's staff would have been okay. I shouldn't have gone in there with so little money. That was foolish. Just try to do 500 damage this turn. That'll give me the achievement. Alright, I've definitely done it by now. In fact, this... yeah, killed. I did more than enough damage in a single turn. Now let's see. Ooh! Chance of the Tides is nice. I don't really want to destroy any of my command cards. But deck is very reliant on playing my cards. Not that many tentacles right now. And these guys are quite durable. They're trying to suffocate me. There, murdered you. You'll live, but not well. Stage descent. Drowning. Slap. There we go. And it's like I didn't even get hit. I essentially didn't. Bastion on fealty. Get that Abyssal Obsession going. Lose a little HP. Here what we got. No. That's only kind of okay. Severed Headworm is good. There's my free silver. Do this fight over here for fun. Acor Hybrid Mute. Almost murdered. But brought down to 29 HP when you split is basically as good. Mechanical. Catalyst. Got a little more money. For another fish. Arcana Archive's always good. Yeah, take that. You snuck across the deck, Murphy pursing her lips and pointing to the nearby bridge, signaling the engine room lay inside. You could distract the seafarer guards at the door, you'd be able to slip in unnoticed. You nodded in understanding, fumbling in your pocket for something to toss, when heavy footsteps approached. Murphy gasped, her face paling with fear. She screamed, she scanned around, then yanked off a crate's tarp and scrambled inside, hands and feet flailing. Murphy? Crate fell silent and still, like a black hole swallowing her whole. Quiet, someone's coming. The one who dismissed the seafarer guards in ancient tongue was undoubtedly a giant. Your angle hid his form, but his shadow on the deck loomed enormous. That's enough to trample mountains, devour sun and moon. A massive cleaver was brutally hurled towards you from afar, its force ripping the air, unleashing a fierce shockwave. Watch out! A sturdy tentacle coiled around your waist, yanking you from the blade's impact point. Most seafarers are frail, favoring light weapons. This cleaver belongs to another. Stay sharp. Frail. I agree with your take on these folks. But as frontline fodder, mindless drones couldn't be handier. A burly, towering man dragged a long tail fin, kicking aside groveling seafarers at his feet, lumbering toward you. He yanked the blade free from the deck where it embedded deeply. His tone mocked, his gaze appraising you with keen interest. Awakener ranking above seafarers. This guy's in league with Miriam too? In league with Miriam? Itch. What an ugly way to put it. I am Goliath. Remember it. The name of one who conquered the seas. I mean, not the biblical Goliath, but sure.
私はあなた様に従います。いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
Is Abyssal Obsession, Drowning, and Deep Currents.
ドアの王国の美しさに服従せよ。絶対に祖国へ帰る。この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
You
あなたを永遠の眠りへ誘います。
Madness Infection.
命を惜しむな。
Do not resist, do not weep.
分かったよ。回って回って。回って回って。降臨せよ。
Bad time to get self-destruct, but whatever.
銀の鍵が
Mouse
道を照
wisdom.
らさんことを
朽ち果てて。
There we go. First phase dead on the first turn. And then a lot of poison.
復讐の波浪は止まらねえ
You know what? Yeah, just kill him. Ego passage.
あなたを永遠の眠
Bye.
りへ誘います。
Vengeance Blade. Such insane power. Terrifying even by Awakener standards. It's always so funny in games like this where you're horrifically overpowered. But the cutscene really needs to make it look like you're struggling to fight, so like, dear God. When I just two-turned that guy. And this strength. Miriam bestowed upon you the power granted to her. Uh-oh. How would a runt like you... Hulu's hesitation prompted the giant to pause his assault, pondering. He squinted, sizing Tulu up from head to toe, his gaze lingering on the ostentatious crown. That crown's design. Goliath's pupils contracted, his raw, piercing stare fixed on you both. Then he burst into unrestrained laughter. Interesting, how interesting! If that woman saw this, what face would she make? She'd snap, right? I can't wait for that moment. The mad cackle echoed through the domain, ratcheting up the tension. Relax, I'm not finishing you here. Those light-bearer incompetents can't even handle basic security. Letting this runt sneak in. But thanks to their screw-up, this ritual just got way more entertaining. Church of the Light-Bearers. Seafarers are tied to them? That wasn't among your first three guesses? Don't lump me with those lunatics. Seafarers' forms make blending in tough, and they crave our power. Freaks using each other, huddling for warmth, that's all. Not just linked to the light bearers, but this ritual you mentioned. Oh, hey! Welcome in, Nazarican people. Welcome in. I am Fish. Playing some MORIMENS. Looks like you were also playing MORIMENS for a while. Awesome. Welcome in. Just doing some of Chapter 5 or Episode 5. I don't remember what they call them. Is it wrapped up stream? Nice. What kind of team do you use? I'm using a poison tentacle team currently. Goliath. Who exactly are you? Huh, thank you for following Drago Knight 007. Who am I? Why not ask your sidekick? Where I and these seafarers came from. You can't guess? After all, you're the supreme. Insolence. Scary. But sorry, I'm no loyal subject of yours. Trying out the new character, Karabu, and some other lineups. Karabu definitely looks interesting. I'm wondering if she works well with Saya, because they're both, able to apply corrosion. Goliath, he's the one that got you into the game? Really? I never really used him. I definitely see the use of him. He's a strength-stacking, like, tentacle user. Strength stacking for a tentacle team. He's part of the easy mode early game. But I never wound up using him because I actually randomly rolled Tulu before I ever got him. So it was Tulu, Celestine, Pharos, and Kaikus were like my early game get me through stuff because I really liked Pharos' poison effect. Now I have Pharos, Nymphia, Inferno Doll, that was her name, and currently running Karin. Not for his gameplay, but his aesthetics, you're shallow like that. It's a gacha game. You're gonna go for a character because you like how they look. It's a gacha game. I don't think anyone should disparage themselves for that. I've got ritual prep to handle. No time to tangle with you further. Started out with poison for the first 9 chapters, but ended up switching after. What'd you switch to? What have you switched to? Just general stuff, or what? Go ahead, scurry around with your tentacles tucked. You know, the thing that woman wants, only you can provide. The envoy who siphoned power from that impotent god. His taunts barely ended when violet phantoms erupted from the scar across Goliath's neck. They coiled like scarves around his throat, finally solidifying into serpents. Goliath's face contorted at the phantom's emergence, their fangs sinking into the neck wound. Pain and venom intertwined, twisting his features into a grin, shark-like teeth quivering with thrill. Petty bitch. Can't stand a word against her ethereal god. A gutless, heartless coward. Arachne DPS for a lot of content. Daff, Lay, Thai support. Strongest lineup is Corpo, Salvador, Saya, Pontos. Interesting. I don't do a lot of Karo yet. I definitely intend, if I get Zu, I intend to switch to a Karo poison team. Because I hear she's, and from what I see, she seems to be a bit better than Pharos at that. But I like this current setup. It's fun, and I also... Karo's your favorite realm? Mine is definitely Acor. 3 guesses why. Phantom is yanked sharply, bowing the giant's spine into an arch, forcing him into prostration. This all you got? Giving him the Robin special. Trolling you with inscrutable faith, letting the cataclysm raise your civilization. A fanatic. In the end, he never even existed. It's all your delusion. The phantoms constricted abruptly. Goliath coughed, spewing blood droplets. He's an ancient punishment. Yeah, grab some food, have a great stream, love the voice acting. Thank you. Igor, never would have guessed. I take a good bit of pride in my voicing. It's one of the things I always think I've been pretty good at. I've been practicing doing voice acting in general since... Geez, how long have I been doing voices? Probably as long as I've been alive. Okay, practicing inflections and stuff, and... Damn. You're just gonna compliment too? Ah, thank you very much. An ancient punishment used in Lemuria to chastise and tame unbelievers and prisoners. Tulu gazed at Goliath, still wearing his feral smirk, and sighed. Miriam's doing? Wait, doesn't this mean Miriam knows where we are? No need to freak out. Goliath braced his cleaver to rise. He wiped blood from his face with the back of his hand. The torment seemed a mere itch. That scar on his neck is where she makes those come out of him. But that's not part of his... It's not, like, normal for him. Just a leash from an arrogant fool who thinks she's in control. Scram. Don't get taken out by some random grunt before I get my fill of this show. Goliath, wait! Oh? What's up? I like gutsy challengers. Got one question before I lose patience. Ramona, how's my partner now? What are you planning with her? First off, I don't eat women. Sparing her for now, that's Miriam's call. The current Divine Mother, the vessel for birthing a new god, is just some insignificant pink-haired brat. With that Divine Mother's puny frame, there's no way she can stifle the new god's first cry. The phantoms vanish when he seeked mocking the god. He flexed his neck side to side, shouldered his cleaver, and strode off, unconcerned about turning his back. Before he turned, you distinctly saw him glance at Murphy's hiding crate. Ah, he knew she was in there.
成功でしょうか。あなた様のお役に。
Alright, let's see. Doing a good job on all my achievements, I think. My rating. So much silver. I must be saved for when thing I want occurs. Getting retain on that's really good. Next is all cutscene. Rest my voice a little bit for a sec. Ooh, Echo of Despair. What's that about? Investigation event, Eye of the Storm, resonate 3 times. Alright, that's not that hard. Yeah. Dull Inferno is probably my most built character, period. Just because she's quite good for a poison team in general. And I love damage over time. I got her up to over-exalt before I decided to start using my, things on other characters. Katagu Ra is who I'm trying to build next, because I would like a team with her, because she can just be doing stuff. I also have Lily, who's also, I know, decent poison support, but I find Karen works really well with Pharos specifically. They both have a lot of ways to just dump the hand and benefit from it. A few other people, Tulu. Corpusant I rolled for recently, Tulu showed up randomly. I have Agrippa. I wonder if I can fit her into a Karo poison team. I definitely want to, because she's quite good at just triggering stuff. I wonder if on a Karo poison team specifically, she might be a little more effective than Nymphia. Not sure about that. I'm definitely looking at Karabu, because she looks like she'd work well with Saya, with their stacking corrosion. Enough for another one of these. Please, Pharos. Still only at Enlighten 1. Nothing. Of course not. Take a sip of water. Alright. Warped reality. A nightmare that never dissolved. A twisted reality that shadowed her all her life. Murphy. Murphy? You can come out now. Goliath's gone. Really? Fine. Seafarers on deck followed him off. Here, take my hand. I'll help you out. As soon as Murphy stood, Tulu's tentacle coiled tightly around her ankle with your silent nod. What? I know ditching you to face Goliath alone was crappy. But if he was after me, getting caught means I'm done for. Murphy? What? Why are you staring like that? What's with you two? You knew it was Goliath from his footsteps. And earlier, your words showed your familiarity with Miriam. You're deep in the Seafarers organization. A member, high up even. Or rather, they're here for you. You're the Seafarers' divine mother. The vessel to birth the new god, right? I'm not! Then explain your familiarity with Goliath and Miriam, and why you're fleeing the Seafarers. I'm just a maid. An ordinary one. Girls like me are a dime a dozen at the cult's base. Human appearances are rare among seafarers. Otherwise, with their combat prowess, they would need an ally to ally with the Church of the Lightbearers. You're just some irrelevant human maid. Why the massive hunt for you? It's all... This is just... Murphy, I need to know what's going on. Only then do we stand a chance of surviving. Only then can we help you. Fine. A fledgling bird with broken wings plunged into a black pool. Off to an amazing start. Oh, gross. The High Priestess's murmured prayers drifted firm and elusive. Fanatical words pierced the black slime, turning into blades that sliced open the fledgling's chest. Crimson liquid welled from the wound, blooming eerily on the now still black surface. Yet she kept sinking, blood-trailing roots delving to the depth into a soft, chilling embrace. She saw it. Looking up, Mother lowered 3 pairs of eye stalks, meeting her gaze. It was a colossal crimson entity, its blood-soaked parts turning translucent white. Mother emitted a faint glow, briefly illuminating a small patch of space. By that light, she saw countless black wounds, large and small, scarring Mother's smooth skin. I'm sorry. Black slime churned, shattering the pool's calm. Mother let out a shrill wail, tentacles writhing as they delivered something into the fledgling's chest. Slick, icy soft tentacles wrapped around her. The black pool no longer clogged her mouth and nose. Instead, like amniotic fluid, it buoyed her life. I'm sorry, I still don't want to die. The surface held a prolonged calm. Even the howling polar winds couldn't ripple the viscous pool. Lady Miriam, could the Divine Maiden have already... She was born at the last stellar alignment. A child who sees. No one in the world is worthy of the Divine Bloodline's recognition. The gaunt woman stood encircled, perched at the highest vantage overlooking all. Veils obscured her features. Even close aides couldn't fathom her thoughts. Murphy. With the murmur, as if geothermal energy surged forth, the surface abruptly boiled. Thick, viscous black water overflowed the banks, lapping over feet, flowing to the woman's bare soles. The same place Lily got... I hesitate to call it resurrected, but it seems to be a second black pool. Pushing through the young cultist's hushed gasps, she silently trod the black liquid path, plunging her hands deep into the pool. Splash. The girl clung to her hands, leaping from the pool. Black liquid traced her facial contours like two ghastly tear streaks. We saw Murphy during that, as well, when we were looking at Lily's mom's dream. Memory dream?
Not bad. Looks like God accepted the new mother.
Goliath's abrupt remark dripped mockery, yet no one minded his sarcasm anymore. The Divine Maiden succeeded? We did it! Prayers rose in waves, harmonizing in the frigid cavern. Fanatical, twisted, deafening. Miriam, as you wished, I've done what you asked. He is pulsing here now. Where is here? Not just Murphy. Miriam heard it too. Two hearts with mismatched rhythms throbbed in the girl's chest. Okay. Now answer my question. Ask anything. You raised me from the start, just for today? No. You are my divine maiden meant to bridge the divine realm. Afterward, your soul would ascend there. Today's rite was unplanned, but fear not. After the god birth ritual, I'll preserve your essence. You won't wander the eternal night. Miriam's her adopted mom, essentially, but doesn't seem that close, but that's probably just because of what happened to Miriam. Soul, essence. My death was set for this so-called stellar alignment from the beginning, right? Miriam closed her eyes briefly, turning from questions to face the frenzied followers. She raised her arms high. Black liquid slid along her skin's grooves, instantly dyeing her veil a deep black. The Divine Mother has come. He shall awaken from... ushering in. He shall awaken from ushering in. 3 months later.
You're giving that woman more headaches. Weren't you such a good girl a few months back? What? Not listening to mommy anymore?
The girl glanced at Goliath. The girl glanced at the ghastly Goliath. Stabbing her knife viciously into the wood, tossing tool and material aside. Yeah. Mommy? Where did you learn that term? Dictionary. Look. Female adult who cares for a child with emotional bond. No, I won't be your mommy. You're the cult's divine maiden, a destined one of glory. If you wish, call me by name. Miriam? Yes, divine maiden. It's not my mom. Never was. Only the higher-ups in the Church of the Lightbearers know where I came from. And I have no mom. I'm just their gift to Miriam.
She told you even that.
To a prisoner with a death sentence, secrets don't matter. They'll all go to the grave with me.
That's her way of making it up to you. You know, the day they implanted the god in you, our high priestess grieved sleeplessly.
I totally see Miriam distancing herself to try to avoid the pain of losing family again after last time, but I also see it not working. Grieved? What a joke, she doesn't feel that.
So cold, little princess. Girls too icy make mommy sad, you know.
Shut up. I said she's not my mom.
Don't be so sure about that. Wanna hear a story?
No, and I don't want to see you. You're here just to mock me. Get out.
Nah, you do.
Goliath's tone turned grave, laced with battlefield authority. Murphy's 2 hearts nearly skipped from it. She suddenly realized the giant was never her plaything to toy with. She'd pushed her luck with her status, and he'd just enjoyed the show. Yes, please go ahead.
There's this secretive cult obsessed with pure bloodlines. All marriages decreed by the head. Anyone marrying outsiders and breeding gets purged eventually. In the last purge, Enforcer brought back a baby. A girl who could see spirits.
A baby girl.
She'd hidden too long in a secret compartment under her mom. By the time cultists found her, she nearly choked on her birth mother's blood. And mediocre nobody woman's greatest feat? Birthing a top-notch daughter and trying to keep the cult from taking her. What touching mother-daughter love. Brings a tear to my eye.
What a jackass. Goliath, you... Why tell me this?
Brooding's no good. Your state affects the god's growth, you know? Next alignment's in 25 years. And I bet Miriam's coming soon to put you under. Do something fun. Wreck stuff. Whip seafarers. Torment your maids. Whatever.
Goliath cut the talk unilaterally, patting her head roughly, devoid of warmth. As he left, he eyed the wood carving Murphy had tossed in the corner. Her skill was awful. The squat, grotesque shape atop the wooden base repulsed at a glance.
Huh.
After Goliath departed, the space fell utterly silent. Even the caged sacrifices awaiting slaughter made no sound. Murphy sat by the campfire for ages, until the light dimmed and embers faded. Only then did she slap her cheeks as if snapping from a dream. She kicked a cage hard, recalling the woman who wrecked the ritual months ago, the one who escaped Miriam through sheer grit. Talking about Lily's mom, whose name escapes me for some reason? I'm sorry. I don't want to die. I don't want to end like this. Okay, 12 turns, no more than 2 symptom cards, at least 5 relics. Wow. Why don't you have a lot of relics? Okay. I think we'll do this level, yeah. Alright, anything that gives me a relic, I need to go for it. Well, unless it gives me a symptom. I need to avoid symptoms like the plague. The Seafarer cult, the ritual wrecked by expedition teams, the previous host tainted by dissolution, and the god inside you. I've encountered plenty of people with modified bodies. Aegis, Miss Mason, Lily, Lisa. But transplanting a god into a living person? That's just... What's with that look? Don't believe me? Fine, I didn't expect you to get it right away. Sorry, it's just... This is all too bizarre to wrap my head around. Murphy, can I see that... god? You say you're not doubting. I'm just... How much longer? Longer for what? The god. How long until it is born? I don't know. Why don't you check for yourself? When you talk about Miriam and Goliath, you're already neck deep in this, aren't you? Yeah. The girl didn't hesitate. She began unbuttoning her clothes with brisk determination. As the last button came undone, you saw the god within her. Oh, dear. Her torso beneath the open shirt was starkly transparent. skin and muscle stretched taut, rendering her chest and abdomen a ghostly, decaying white. The anomaly laid bare her organs. Pale red heart, young and beating, and a milky egg. Countless fine threads sprouted from the egg, intertwining with Murphy's blood vessels in a symbiotic dance. Were it not for the way it pressed against her heart, it might have seemed a natural part of her translucent body, not some foreign intruder. Chaotic yet silent, it bore a frozen, inverted triangle of black marks, like a grotesque work of art. Disillusion. That thing's been marked by disillusion. Had enough of staring? Sorry, please button up. Murphy lowered her head, adjusting her clothes while glancing at you. Explains why she dresses so heavily. You kept mentioning disillusion. So you call those black wounds on it? Previous vessel, the one who truly carried this thing, was covered in those marks. Dissolution hadn't weakened her, I wouldn't have been... Her voice trailed off. He swallowed the rest of her words, pressing a hand to her chest, her expression shadowed. Tulu, you saw what that god looks like. How long until it's fully grown? Remarkably robust, nearly complete. Only the guidance of the stars remains to spur it to tear through its vessel's body. I'm astonished you can still move freely, even now. Though, it's already that close. I haven't lost consciousness yet because Celeste helped me. Celeste? Murphy gazed at the sky, swirling with strange, luminous hues. Birds wheeled beneath the shimmering veil, the light soft and warped, shielding the ship from any storm beyond. The seafarer cult's notes obsess over the stellar alignment, insisting the birthing ritual must happen at a precise moment. Why that woman wanted me asleep. Captain figured the god's growth might be tied to celestial cycles, so Celeste wove this isolated domain around the ship. We nailed it. Since we left the true sky behind, it's gone dormant. We can stay on this ship through the stellar alignment, maybe it'll sleep forever. So Celeste created this domain, she's the one steering the supposedly sunken Sona Nil. Sounds like she's an Awakener too. Wait, is she the one you said could help find Ramona? Exactly. Nothing on this ship escapes her notice. She must be with the captain, hiding from the seafarers. If we find her, tracking down your friend will be a piece of cake. In other words, whether we help you first or save Ramona, Celeste is the key. Tulu fell silent, tilting his head to watch you, waiting for your decision. Indeed. Whether return to ship to land, halt the birthing ritual, or rescue Ramona, the only path forward was to find Celeste. Murphy, lead the way. Find the captain. Find Celeste. Okay. The need to keep, Murphy away from the real sky. That for a little extra animus. Sometimes it messes up a little, it's fine. Definitely Dominion on a strike. Takes you far away. I don't have the key either. This'll be good. Defense. There we go. Ooh, insight on deep currents. Insight on anything is good. Danger alert. It's not a good deep currents turn. Let's stack up that key flare. Ouchies. This is good
この
deep
暗
currents.
流は敵を引き裂く
But I can do this. Flap a bunch. And kill you before you split. Hee hee. Alright, let's say. Our home is good. Searchlight. Rouse. For them poisons. Event. Give me severed head worm. Yeah. Weakness ain't. To be fair, if I can find a way to remove symptom cards before I clear, I can still make do. I can't sell them, unfortunately. Mute Jukebox, I don't think it's very good, but I need cheap relics. Not a great opening hand, but I can just survive. Fate's Descent, which works really well with our home. And die to being poisoned. Or to tentacles. Whichever gets you. Now let's see. Burst on self-destruct is actually pretty good. Need that silver. Rouse. Pistol Obsession. Demark. Muted gloves, I guess. Event. Send to the deep sea. Dang it, this gave me an advanced thing. Take advanced finesse, but... Dang it. I just didn't get enough money. Or if I guessed correctly on that other one, maybe. It's annoying. Gonna have to play this level again. Ouchies. Giant's bloodline. Time attack, gain 10 temp strength. Ah. Noted. Not resist, do not weep. Elation. Makes you vulnerable, gives us damage amp and strength. All at the same time. Here's your meal. Obsession, give me deep currents and give me a strike.
絶対に祖国へ帰る。この暗流は敵を引き裂く。これで回って回って。
Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous.
回って回って。海の狂気に気をつけて。これがあなた様への恩返しです。
And kill you. Well, I at least got through the symptom part. Captain told me about a safe house behind that door. What was the knock we agreed on? 3 light, 1 heavy? Light, light, heavy, light? Eh. Murphy racked her brain for the signal. Sweating with urgency, the door flew open from within. A hand yanked her inside. Hulu quickly propped the door to keep it open. Exchanged a glance and slipped inside together. Ooh. Captain! Thank goodness you're here waiting for me. A middle-aged man with dark skin, dressed in a sailor's uniform, patted Murphy's head with a fond gesture.
Keeping one's word is something adults must adhere to.
Person who might be the captain is what he's called.
Oh, you introduce your friends?
This grumpy crown brat's Tulu, and the other one's name is... I never asked your name. Murphy scratched her head sheepishly, ducking behind the captain and leaving the awkward introduction to the only adult present. Adult? I'm Ngoth, a student at Mythag University. You're the captain, right? Our records say a senior from our school once boarded the Sonanil. Captain pulled a cigarette case from his pouch. Pinching the last bit of tobacco, Murphy lightly swatted his hand. Wouldn't be a cigarette case if he's just pinching tobacco out of it. He's got a pipe. Poor translation. Can you promise me you'd quit smoking? Captain gave a wry smile and pocketed the case.
I recognize that uniform. Shame it's not a better time. Should you come another day, I'd pour you a drink and we could have a proper chat. Elton. My name's Elton.
Like the John? While you introduced yourselves, Murphy wandered the dim cabin. If he reappeared in your sight, her face was etched with confusion. Captain, isn't Celeste with you? Evidently not.
私の呼びかけに応えてくれます。
And go through there again for the relics. But also, calling weakness and stuff is useful. Skip the story. Not like this is hard to do, it's just annoying I gotta do it twice. This just for the energy. This to slap. Owie. Victory. Yeah. Honestly, any of those would have been okay. But insight's just always gonna be good. Anagi. All them slaps. All that remains is a lantern. Not even a green lantern. The purple? There's no purple. There's indigo, but that doesn't count and you know it. Also, the indigos are weird. Danger alert. Ichor super mutant. Still does a ton of damage this turn. Yeah, even killed it. Yeah. Elation plus Raging Tides is often gonna do something. Right. Divine Oracle, I guess, for the Realm Mastery. And the actual... but the passive effect is way better. Give me Life Breather, which is... kind of just bad. I mean, I guess it's okay if you're doing poorly. Like, heal after triggering Death Resist, but if you're not running a Death Resist team... just doesn't end up doing that much. really curse y'all. I didn't take any damage. I'm convulsing a little bit, but I'm not dead.
海の狂気に気をつけて。お静かに。
Finesse on that, it'll be fine. Browse. D-mark. True north compass, I guess. Why? Okay. Acquire 1 of 3 golden relics, develop epilepsy. Don't love epilepsy, but okay. Celestial Astrolabe is good. Actually, epilepsy is good. What am I talking about? That's probably better than just listening blindly. And I can afford to buy 1 more rouse. Alright. We'll kill you, and then we'll probably call it. It's a shorter Monday stream. Madness infection. Here is your meal. Lost City. Give me them deep currents. Give me 1 of the strikes. And I guess the ocean ablation.
絶対に祖国へ帰る。この暗流は敵を引き裂く。これでどう？戻って。海の狂気に気をつけて。銀の鍵が
Mouse Wisdom.
道を照らさんことを。回って回って。
Passage of the Ego.
あなたを永遠の眠りへ誘います。
And we slap you a lot. Didn't even get to do all my massive myriad slaps. Hey, I got my relics. Achievement for 50 more silver. It was worth it. I need to start doing some of the hard mode stuff so I can advance this stupid thing. And what's here? After school? Oh, yay! I played 300 cards. Do I have it? I have enough for 1 more of these. Please, Pharos. Okay, gold, it's someone. Please, Pharos, please. Kaikus again! I don't even use Kaikus anymore. Well, just got his over-exaltation. A lot of his texts are really funny, because he keeps falling for scams that say they're gonna unleash his inner power. But they're actually just, like, fake medicine or placebo shit. It's really funny. Get a friend? Sure, why not? I follow everyone. I don't see a reason not to. You get soul synchronization. What does this do? Start of expiration, add a soul synchronization to your deck, as they often do. Gain 1 arithmetica when played. Alright, retain. While in hand, accumulates fixed HP recovery, 3% of the wielder's con, and 1 fixed alien miss per turn. The wielder takes fatal damage, this card prevents their death, releases all stored HP and alien miss to them, and is then destroyed. Okay, it's kind of a useful, the word I'm looking for, safety net? Like, I'll give it that. But, it's one of those things of, if my team is effective, I shouldn't need to worry about dying and needing to come back. It is the same thing as my problem with the death resistance ability. Like, if I'm relying on death resistance to maybe come back, I feel like my team's not strong enough to do what I'm doing. But hey, that's good enough for today. Mondays are shorter streams. Oh, we're gonna stop the recording for YouTube here. Thank you so much for coming if you came. If you didn't come, you don't get a thank you. Bye-bye, YouTube.